Hello friends, I'm in Seattle. I'm going out to enjoy the nature, and I'll share with you my life and leadership. And I have a severe back pain, so I'm going out to enjoy the nature so that I can get some relief from my severe back pain. I request you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with your network. I'm a survivor of brain stroke in the year of 2021. And my right hand was paralyzed. I'm gradually recovering. So this is the house where my younger son lives here. So this is the place in and around the home where my younger son lives. So friends, let me introduce myself. My name is Professor M.S.Rao. I have authored 53 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate His Holiness Dalai Lama has it in a foreword. I have 43 years of diversified experience, including in Air Force, business, teaching and training. I'm a late bloomer, dyslexic, ADHD, OCD. Add to that the brain stroke worsened my health. I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler. And I don't get any pension, I don't have any regular income. I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. I have mental challenges, physical challenges and financial challenges. I am 61 years old. Despite having all these challenges, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix. And some 3-4 hours back, I was interviewed by 3 people. One, Bill Smith, is related to real estate. Another is Dev, and the third person is a coach. So I was a part of this conversation. I enjoyed it. A couple of questions were asked, and I was given a slot of 10 to 15 minutes. And I shared my challenges, troubles, betrayals and opportunities, everything I shared. And also shared them that I want to write a book tentatively titled Survivor, which is a memoir. Hopefully I'll be able to write a book tentatively titled Survivor once I get back to the feet. Currently I have challenges and my right shoulder is numb and I can't type with my right hand, I can't eat with my right hand. So for more than 3.5 years I have lots of challenges. So once I get back to the feet, I'll and I'll write a memoir which is tentatively titled Survivor. I have triggers. I am a creative writer and I am very curious. So I have saved some triggers and how to go about. I have a clear-cut blueprint with the triggers, but only thing I have to recover and then I have to type and publish it. And the host asked a couple of questions about mindfulness. So at a time when people are having lots of challenges and people don't get happiness inside, how to cope up and how can you add value? Then I said happiness lies within, not outside. People search for stones by leaving gems at home. So we are all gems at home. And unfortunately we keep searching here and there. We are into rat race. Of course we have to compete and we have to collaborate and grow. But we should come out of the rat race and we should be mindful and ethical. And the host has asked the triggers I got to write this book. Then I said I write books usually on a different genre, and I wrote books in different genre like teaching, training, diversity, soft leadership, personality development. So then I explored mindfulness, because when I was teaching students in an education institution, I found some students committing suicide. That hurt me and that concerned me very much, so I felt very bad and I just wanted to work on that trigger. So that is how I got the idea of emphasizing how to avert suicides and how to be mindful. Then I wrote a couple of articles, updated and integrated, and I covered various aspects of work-life balance, burnout, stress, technology, divorces, suicides, monkey mind, various aspects I integrated and created a book titled See the Light in You. Then I was thinking who was the right person to approach for a foreword, because after writing a book, then I explore, then I think of the suitable leader or suitable person who can write a foreword. Then His Holiness Dalai Lama flashed on my mind. Then I requested His Holiness Dalai Lama. He lives in Dharmasala in India, and of course I also visited Dharmasala a few years ago. Then I was asked to send the manuscript, so I shared the entire manuscript, and His Holiness Dalai Lama appreciated. Then he has written a foreword. So I am very much grateful to His Holiness Dalai Lama for his kind heart and for writing a foreword for this book. So this is briefly about the mindfulness. So the host was very much happy, and he and other colleagues who were on the panel, so they clapped. I felt very happy and I felt touched and I was honored. So various other aspects were discussed. Then other hosts talked about various other areas, like one person talked about real estate business, another person talked about social media marketing, and another person talked about executive coaching. So like that, all I think the entire interview lasted for 45 minutes or so, and we enjoyed the conversation, and really it was very exciting interview, and the hosts were very credible and with huge visibility globally. One of the hosts is a billionaire, so I am grateful to Dave for giving me this opportunity and to invite me to speak as one of the panel members, and I enjoyed. So really, I was on cloud 9 when I was interviewed 3 hours back. So for that, a lot of research was done by the panel members, and I think few months ago it was planned, and now today it was executed, and the conversation is available on LinkedIn. Just a moment, and because I'm crossing the road. Yeah, good. So let me circle back to this story. So the team of panelists had shared their own views in different areas, and my area was about mindfulness. So I was very happy and excited, and I was honored to be interviewed. I was honored to be part of this journey. So I was on cloud 9. So now, third aspect. First I talked about my bio, then about the conversation I had 3 hours ago. Now I'll talk about briefly Seattle. Seattle is a very beautiful place, and you'll find all kinds of people, and they respect all cultures. They respect LGBT, and the people are very warm, amicable, and adjustable. And now currently the weather is very pleasant. Usually the weather is drastic in this. Sometimes it is drizzling, sometimes raining, sometimes cloudy, foggy. So it's a city of contrast. Luckily sun is favorable, and I came out with my wife. So while talking, I can gradually overcome my chronic back pain, and I can get relief, and also I can share my stories with you. And okay, now again one more junction. So every junction we have to get signal, and we have to keep moving. So this is Seattle is a beautiful city, lots of opportunities, and Seattle thrives with entrepreneurship, and Bellevue and Seattle are closely connected, just like Secunderabad and Hyderabad in Telangana state in India. So both Bellevue and Seattle are connected, and there are great entrepreneurs from Seattle like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and Starbucks and Boeing and Northstorm are from Seattle, and they are Fortune 500 companies, and some more companies are there from Seattle. There are startups they are doing, and so this precisely Seattle is noted for entrepreneurship, and currently Boeing is having some challenges. I think some deal was finalized yesterday. You can hear the sounds of aircraft from here, which is just I think 1.5 kilometers from this place where we are living. So you can hear the sounds. So entrepreneurship is really very challenging. Entrepreneurship is for brave-hearted, not for the faint-hearted. And I wanted to become an entrepreneur, but I could not. I had my own setbacks. Then I moved to teaching. So okay, that's different. All that happens for good. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm very optimistic the way things have rolled out in my life. Although I never aspired to become an entrepreneur, but I could not, and I wanted to become, but things didn't work out. So I moved out and became a faculty member in the year 2007. I'll briefly explain about the Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule, which I coined a week ago. I've been waking up every day morning at 4 o'clock, and I'm an early riser. I'm an early bird, and I am from a military background, and I used to go for health run every day morning. So I cultivated the habit of waking up early, and I maintained the same from my teenage to till date. So when you wake up every day morning, you will have the entire day. I mean, the rest of the day will be under your control. So you can do as much as you can do, and you can be productive. You'll be creative, and for that you have to program things with a to-do list. So how I got these ideas, or how I got the idea of this 4 a.m. rule is that because of military background, because of my healthy habits, and because I am a fitness freak. For more than 40 years I am hitting gym. So these are all the things. Then there are 3 steps involved in it: creator, generator, and destroyer. These are the 3 step process I adopt, which I will elaborate clearly. I wake up every day morning at 4 o'clock. I create my own stories, and I write. Of course, for the last 3.5 years I am not able to type, and I can't eat with my right hand. So I am reading for more than 3.5 years. So I create knowledge in the morning, and I generate knowledge and share my knowledge. So how I generate knowledge, because I utilize my 43 years of diversified experience, and my 61 years of overall my observation, people and around. So I integrate everything and generate more and more knowledge. And at the end of the day, in the night, what I do, I destroy unwanted things from my folder and documents, and plan for the next day morning with a to-do list. In the sense, I am the creator in the morning, generator throughout the day, and I am the destroyer in the night. So this is loosely integrated with 3 aspects: creator, generator, and destroyer.
So every day morning, before I go to bed, every day night, I remove unwanted things and write a to-do list, the things I have to do, and I program my subconscious mind and go to bed. Next day morning, automatically I'll get up and I do the things in a systematic manner. This is how I have programmed my mind. That's how I do it. Whatever the tasks are there, I'll handle them. Usually every day I undertake 3 tasks, important tasks, and I'll resolve them. If I don't resolve, then again I'll explore some next day or the next days I'll be doing it. This is how I repeat the process. This is how I do it until I get the solution and until I resolve the problems within my mind. So it worked in my life, and because of this I resolved some of the problems, some pressing problems, complicated problems I resolved fairly good. I am very happy the way I am doing. This is all because of my healthy habits, morning routine, and being an early bird. And this rule may not be applicable for everyone, because every individual has their own circadian clock. Some people are night owls, but if they want, they can become early risers and early birds. But it doesn't work out, because some people work different time zones. Sometimes they work in software and other sectors like film industry. So you can't stick to the same time. So, but you have to again revert to the morning routine. This is advisable, but it's not a fixed rule as such. So this new rule, the Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule, helps check dementia. People have in USA people have Alzheimer's disease. So when you can check dementia, and you can check depression, you can check decision fatigue. So, and you can go for you can emphasize on walking and meditation and swimming. So if you can do so you will be mindful and you will get the maximum returns, and you can get a greater output within the limited time span. So it's not about multitasking. Again, multitasking is not good, and which I don't do it. Some people might do it, but I'm not happy with that. So I do the task one after another by clearly focusing. Maybe because of I'm a creative author and researcher. Okay, so one size doesn't apply everything. So there is no fixed rule as such. That's the meaning. So next topic I'll talk about soft leadership. I coined a new leadership perspective, that is a soft leadership. Because I am a researcher, I keep researching on various aspects, and I started a new leadership perspective. See, soft leadership. This I have created by blending soft skills with your left brain and leadership with your right brain. And this soft leadership helps all generations, whether they are baby boomers, Gen X, Y, and Z. For all generations, this is applicable. The soft leadership helps countries achieve peace and prosperity. The soft leadership helps organizations achieve excellence and effectiveness. And the soft leadership helps in view of technology, especially generative artificial intelligence. So let me take a break. Some cleaning work is going on here. Oh, thank you. Please. So thank you. He's nice. He's very nice person. He stopped sound because that was creating noisy pollution here. Okay. The soft leadership helps, especially in view of generative AI, and this is applicable for all aspects. And I published around 10 books on soft skills and soft leadership. And this soft leadership is very unique in 4 aspects, because I published the book titled Soft Leadership, A New Direction to Leadership, and that book I have dedicated to Peter Drucker, who is known as father of modern management. That's one. Second point is that the soft leadership received foreword from Philip Kotler, who is known as father of modern marketing. And the third aspect is that the father of modern HR, Dave Ulrich, has created a leadership code. And fourth aspect is that I am known as soft leadership globally because of my contribution and having published lots of research papers and articles on soft leadership. And I serve on the editorial boards of various international journals and magazines, especially DLO of Emerald and also JVPL. So that's what I did because of those contributions, and so I am known as father of the soft leadership globally. If you can Google my name, soft leadership, you will find lots of pages about my soft leadership. And still I am doing research, and only thing, I have some health challenges and I have to do research, and I am not a tech savvy. That's a basic problem. So I have to know little bit about the technology. So I have to embrace technology. Then I have to integrate technology with the soft leadership, so that I can create something new. I can discover something new and impact the world. That's what my goal is. So friends, you can Google, my books are available on Amazon, and my links are available on 4 blogs and 3 YouTube channels, and I'm available on social media, especially on LinkedIn. So I'm doing whatever is possible. I'm doing. So I'm adding value and making a difference in the lives of others, because the life is limited. So we must know how to use our precious time. So when you want to lead, so you must lead with your purpose, and you should have some meaning. You should have purpose and you should have meaning, and you should identify the important areas in your lifetime and address them, so that you can impact them. Because the life an individual is limited. For example, individual has only 60 years of life. So whatever is possible, that we have to do it. So now I'm 61. We are not sure what happens next. I mean, I am not sure what happens next. Especially after the brain stroke, I realized how fragile the life is. And so that's why every moment of my life I want to add value and impact in my own way, whatever is possible. When you cast a stone on a water, you find the ripples, right? So we have to take some initiative to cast the stone on the water, so you will find the ripples, so you will get waves. So you create waves, you can impact. Too many tiny drops make a mighty ocean. So understand this fact. So every drop in the ocean matters. So that I am the drop. So whatever is possible, I have to do. So when all people unite, so we can become a mighty ocean. So the planet is also like that. We are, I think we have around 7 billion people across the world. So if all people work hard, we can build a better world. We can lead a happy and prosperous life, right? So this is briefly about soft leadership. Then I will briefly explain about my life and leadership. I was born in a toxic family, and I was born on October 31st, 1963, and I was born in a tiny village, and for 18 years I was at my home with my parents. I was not happy with my childhood. My childhood was very complicated and challenging and toxic. Of course, we can't blame others because the birth is not in your hand. So what is there in your hands is to create your own destiny. That is in your hands. Okay. So for 18 years I was at my home, and I didn't like. My father was a litigant and alcoholic, and my mother was a toxic woman. So I grew in that toxic environment. Precisely, I rose like a lotus from the mud. So I blossomed like a lotus from the mud. So I can put it in that way. And I was born in a lower middle class family, and now also I belong to a lower middle class family because of some of mistakes from my front, and major mistakes are because of the betrayal by my toxic family members, and my betrayal by and backstabbing by my father-in-law and brother-in-law. So life taught so many lessons, and so we had to move on, let go and move on, keep moving forward. Life is beautiful, life is amazing, life is a magic, life is full of opportunities. It all depends on how you create your life, how you create your own destiny. So for 18 years I was at home. Then fortunately I joined Indian Air Force. I am what I am because of the Indian Air Force, and they gave me free food, cloth, shelter, and they gave me, I think, initial salary of around 400 rupees. So I sent money to my parents and supported them. I gave my gold, and I gave money in many ways, and also to construct the first floor of the home. Unfortunately, I was backstabbed and betrayed by my own siblings. So lots of challenges in my life. Oh, so life is not a straight line. Life is full of ups and downs, and avoid regrets, avoid whining, and keep moving. Yeah, I forgot to share with you one more concept about soft leadership. Soft leadership is not about whining. Soft leadership is not about criticizing. Soft leadership is not about condemning. Soft leadership is not about complaining. Soft leadership is all about empathizing with others and adding value and making a difference in the lives of others. This is the definition of soft leadership. So I have created so many definitions about soft leadership, and I'll create more and more definitions about soft leadership because I'll do research. Now currently I am doing research on Professor Rao's 4am rule. So at 3-4 days I will do research. Then I will go to this soft leadership and various other projects. So I focus on one particular aspect and work on that. Then I move on. That's how I do it, because I can't multitask. So friends, this is slippery. I have to be very careful. Already I am having chronic back pain. So with a lot of challenges, I don't want to get into further challenges about in my life. My life is full of challenges, so I don't want to get into further challenges. So friends, I'll move forward and come back. That's how I will do it. So I'll discuss various other aspects. I want to see another view of this one. So this is another view of this one. So like this, I take up one particular view and then move on. So now I will return. So now 37 minutes means it will take again 37 minutes to return. So I enjoy the nature and I share stories. I create stories and share them to impact the humankind. If some of my stories impact the humankind, that serves my purpose. So I am a storyteller. I keep creating stories and share my stories, and I keep sharing my stories. Why? Because some of my views, some of my stories might connect with the people and add value, and if they share with their networks, so I feel very happy because that serves my purpose. I feel that I got meaning to my life. So I was some time back I was climbing down. I am climbing up. Climbing up is very difficult. Climbing down is very easy in life. So climbing up is very challenging in life, in real life. So I am gradually walking forward. See, we have to have mobility in life. Some people are like couch potato. So what they have to do, they have to be mindful. They should go for mindful eating, not reckless eating. Go for mindful eating, and so that you will stay healthy and you will become vibrant. Oh, okay, now let me. Yeah, no, I think I'm walking on the fairly flat road, and I'll keep walking, and I'll share my stories. So at the age of 18, I joined Indian Air Force, and I discontinued my degree when I was doing degree, and joined Indian Air Force. And I am what I am because of the Air Force, and I am what I am good because of my good friend from Indian Air Force. I grew as a healthy citizen and as a leader after I joined the Indian Air Force. So I am very much grateful to Indian Air Force. Again, he might think that I was a commissioned officer, but the reality is that I was an airman. I served in the lowest rank of a corporal. For 12 years I served, then I left. After serving for 12 years, I came to business at the invitation of my father-in-law, who backstabbed. Not only my brother-in-law and father-in-law, both have backstabbed. So I landed in further problems, and in the year 2007 I left, and I became a faculty member. So during my 12 years of my life, I acquired a couple of qualifications. I earned DME from aeronautical from Indian Air Force. I earned my BSc, which I discontinued and extended by more than a year. Usually degree takes 3 years. I took more than 4 years, and I got my degree BSc. Then I earned other qualifications like MBA from marketing, PGDBM from management, and DCLL about labor laws, MA in sociology. So different areas I entered. The thing is that whatever the opportunity came to me, and availed the opportunity. So I traveled in different areas, different disciplines. But only consistency in my life is acquiring my knowledge, which I served it, and I believe in acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge. So I acquired all these qualifications through private education, and with limited money I sacrificed my personal life and professional life, social life. When I was in the Indian Air Force, for 12 years I was in the Indian Air Force. I used to read books. I used to go to far distant places to visit libraries, especially in the year 19 I think 1991 yeah. So 5 years I was in Jodhpur. Up to 1991 I was in Jodhpur, and I acquired qualifications. And during my 12 years of my life, I visited libraries to acquire knowledge, and with limited money I earned qualifications, and I sacrificed my personal time, because every year we get 2 months of annual leave that I invested for education. Whatever limited money I put into education, and I funded one of my friends, and I funded for the education of my sister. So lots of things we have done it, but people lack gratitude. That's the problem. Okay, no problem. So I learned better lessons from the people. I am happy that I survived. I survived because of the prayers of my students, and because of the prayers of Almighty, that I bounced back. I was spared from life in the year 2021, because God was kind. So maybe God made me to be alive, add value, and serve the people in and around. So I am thinking in that manner. There is some spark that is driving me in my life, that is moving me forward. Some hidden force or spark, whatever was there, that was driving me to come up to this level. Otherwise I was close to death more than 10 times. The major one was the brain stroke in the year 2021. So when everything was in a mess, chaos in the year 2007, luckily I became a faculty member because my education qualifications helped me, because MBA was required to join, and luckily I had MBA from private distance education, and I joined for PhD in the year 2007. So at that time I was getting around 8 to 10,000 every month salary, and I invested 10,000 for my PhD, and my wife, 2 sons. I had lots of financial challenges. I was not blessed with a golden spoon, and I was blessed with all challenges. I can't say blessed with opportunities. I encountered lots of challenges in my life. Despite all the challenges, I survived. I'm 61. I'm walking and moving forward. So I'm happy that I'm alive. I express my gratitude to God. Have the attitude of gratitude, and emphasize couple of aspects, like we have to emphasize, we must avoid ego, eliminate ego. We must emphasize on empathy, compassion, and we must emphasize humanity. There is nothing bigger than humanity, and we must encourage humanity. And so these are all the things I am sharing with you. Apart from that, certain aspects I would share with you about life and leadership. We have to embrace technology. We have to embrace technology, because without technology we can't survive, and we have to harness technology, and we can't stay away from technology, and we have to change with the changing times and technologies. Learn, unlearn, and relearn. That is a reality of life. We have to learn, and then again unlearn, and we have to relearn. This is about life. So we have to embrace technology. We have to embrace change. The only thing constant in this world is change. So let us embrace change. Let us embrace technology to stay relevant, to add value, and to impact. So these are all the messages I am sharing with you. So while walking, and I share my stories, and also I share my messages. Whatever you feel good, you can take. Rest, you can remove them. It's not necessary that you have to accept everything what I say. Whatever you feel good, appropriate, you must accept. Just remove it. Please remove it. Utilize every moment of your life. You are living on this planet for a limited time span. We don't know how long we will live in this world. So identify the important challenges, address them, impact the humankind. We can't impact the entire world, but whatever is possible in a little way, you have to impact. That's the essence. I think today results have been declared. I think yeah, I got reports that Trump trumped. A few hours ago I mentioned soft leadership trumps. I mentioned a few hours ago. At that time Trump was not winning, so it was not clear. So I mentioned a few hours ago, maybe I think some night, maybe 10 hours back or so, I mentioned soft leadership trumps, because soft leadership is the area we have to focus. So I mentioned, and whether they are from America or from India, people have their own ideologies. We have to respect the ideologies. We have to respect the views and opinions of the people, and there is no room for attacking the people physically. This is not good. You can have ideological differences, debate and discuss, and don't try to assassinate people, or don't try to eliminate people. This is not good. This is not good for the humanity. Everyone has a voice. Everyone has their own opinion. We should respect, because we believe in democracy. India and America advocate democracy. People have the leaders. Sometimes leaders win. Sometimes leaders get defeated. It's part of the game. But everyone wants to succeed. Everybody wants to win. But we should not win at the cost of others. We must win in such a way that all stakeholders are happy. Of course, which is easier said than done. So this is my personal viewpoint of trumping in US elections. Democrats, Republicans, like that, people have their own ideologies. Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican president, if I could remember. I think he was Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican, and he was the first 16th president of America. And right from my childhood, Abraham Lincoln has been my inspiration. I don't know why I got connected with Abraham Lincoln. In my childhood, I used to go to libraries whenever I found time. Sometimes I used to go by walk. Sometimes I used to go by bicycle. I used to go to library, and the first person I came across was Abraham Lincoln. So I didn't know much about Abraham Lincoln. Then I just read curiously. I came to that he failed in many ways. Oh, it was very shocking. Despite failures, he finally succeeded at the end. So later on, I started liking, and then I often refer about various American leaders, and especially Abraham Lincoln and George Washington. George Washington was persistent by nature. He was the first president of United States of America, and Abraham Lincoln was resilient. He had lots of setbacks, family-wise, and love life, business failure. So lots of challenges he encountered, but he overcome all the challenges with grace and dignity. I read the book titled Team of Rivals. It was written by the biographer, historian and biographer Doris DKG, or she's an elderly woman. So Abraham Lincoln did so many things. He modernized American economy. He strengthened federal structure, and he abolished slavery. and he united United States of America at a time when the country was at the verge of uh, uh, division. So he integrated and he worked with opponents and created synergy, debated, discussed, and finally won. And he was assassinated. See, so this was all about Abraham Lincoln. I also refer about various leaders like Theodore Roosevelt and various other leaders, American leaders I often mention, and I often mentioned about various leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, Barack Obama, His Holiness Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa. All these leaders I mentioned. I published 53 books. Here and there you find some ideas of these leaders, directly, indirectly I mentioned, because these leaders I love them. So naturally they appear in my books, in my mind, and that's what I have been doing. And I am a voracious reader. I read thousands of books during my lifetime. I read the books of Swami Vivekananda, Mahatma Gandhi, and Swami Vivekananda's books on volumes. Then I read Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's Discovery of India, various leaders, and I read various biographies of leaders. So the different types of leaders I read, so that to understand their pulse, their perception, their viewpoints. So I took the best of everything. So the message from all these leaders is that no leader is entirely good, no leader is entirely bad. All leaders have their own strengths and flaws. We have to take the best from others. Rest we have to keep them aside. Even when I speak something, you only take only whatever is required. Whatever you feel not useful, you can discard. That's what I tell everyone. This is a universal rule. So let me repeat. No leader is entirely good, no leader is entirely bad. All leaders have their own strengths and flaws. So let us respect the leaders. Every leader has some strengths. This is out of my personal observation and from my reading. Sometimes I am repeating. Please empathize with me. And because of the brain stroke, I am repeating the same thing sometimes. And please empathize with me. I am not tech savvy, so I am uploading raw videos on my YouTube channels to keep them as my memories. What happens if something, if I am gone to very next moment, at least my videos will be there, and those videos will be shared with others. That helps build this next generation of leaders. So I'm very positive. So every moment matters, every second matters in my life. What happens next, very moment we don't know. Especially after the brain stroke, I realized how fragile the life is. Right? And I have 4 blogs. And I have been blogging since 2007. I joined a teaching profession. Then I started blogging because I'm passionate about writing. Then I have been blogging, and of course for the last 3.5 years I am not able to blog properly because my right hand has been paralyzed. So right now I am holding my mobile with my left hand. It's very stressful and painful. So please bear with me if I repeat the same thing, and I implore you to subscribe to my YouTube channels and share with your networks. So I believe in sharing my stories. I believe in creating stories and sharing my stories. So I think I'm very much tired. I think it's more than 1 hour. So I think it will take around 15 or 20 minutes. I'll reach home. Then I'll upload this video after 2 or 3 hours. Because I don't believe in delaying. I make decisions very fast and I do them. Okay. So I published books. I published 53 books. 60 books I have written. 60 books I have written, but published only 53. Still seven books are pending, but I am not in a mood to write the books because of the limitations of my right hand and my right shoulder. Right hand is numb. I have chronic back pain because of my continuous sitting and writing. And let me share with one more challenge. I lived in a single bedroom rented flat, which was around 400 SFT. I lived in the rented single bedroom flat, which was rented. My wife, 2 sons, and I lived for more than a decade. We didn't have even a cot. So you can imagine the kind of challenges we encountered. It was all because of my rogue siblings and because of rogue father-in-law and brother-in-law. So I realized who are my good friends, who are my rogue relatives. I'm blessed with good friends and I'm cursed with toxic relatives. So nobody came forward to help when I had problems for more than 10 years. And on the other hand, my siblings exploited my situation and they took away the property, everything. So this was the kind of family I was born into. So very toxic. God has sent me out of the toxic family. I'm very happy. God has sent me from Chennai, and luckily I came out of Chennai. I came out of toxic family, toxic environment. I'm happy because I have a good wife and 2 sons. So I'm happy for them. So now I'll wait at the point. So when I get clearance, then I'll keep moving forward. Now I'm standing here. Here rules are very strict. You can't do things as you feel. You have to go by the rules and regulations. So when I get the green signal, then I'll keep walking. Until then I have to wait. Then I will start some other story. So you can enjoy the viewpoint here. This is the junction, 4-way junction. This is Seattle supermarket. So I take up one particular area and walk. So I don't want to get lost. And here nobody will tell the address in case if I am lost somewhere. Especially because of my brain stroke, I had to be very careful. And I go with my wife. In case if I am lost on the way, so my wife can help me. So I go with my wife. Yeah, now I got green signal. I have to see we are moving forward. Seattle supermarket. So this is another viewpoint. So I have created some titles on my book, tentatively titled Survivor. So I have so many titles. I have triggers. This memoir which I am planning to write is about my brain stroke and my health challenges, betrayals, toxic family members. All those things are involved. It contains emotions, storytelling, challenges, opportunities, and various other aspects. Aspects are involved. And first I have to improve my health. So once I improve my mobility of my right hand, and I will complete the project Survivor. And I will also edit my books. Around 7 books are there that I have to edit and update. Things have changed after the brain stroke. I have to update the facts and figures, and then I will give them to my publisher for publication. Publishers are coming forward to publish my books, but my health is not permitting. So it may take, I think, 6 months or 1 year to improve my mobility of my right hand and health challenges, and I will write my books. But I have become much slower than what I was before COVID. COVID opened my eyes. I realized how fragile the life is. I was taking everything for granted before COVID. Now I realize how fragile the life is, and I was taking everything for granted. So I am living every moment of my life, and I am living on this beautiful planet for a limited time, and I want to utilize every moment of my life to add value, share my stories to impact humankind. So friends, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with your networks. I think I am coming close to my home. So I was in Indian Air Force for 12 years. So I will talk about my journey in the Indian Air Force. I used to get up every day. Morning around 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, we went for a health run. Then we did a parade. A very tough and challenging life. Initially we found it very difficult to get along, but we started loving. Initially I didn't like the food, but I started loving food. Now I stick to this that food, that is Indian food of chapati and rice. And I started liking that life. I'm used to that kind of life, and I'm very happy that I'm waking up at morning 4 o'clock and impacting the world. So these young people, these military people have some great qualities because they are very disciplined, focused, and early risers, and they go by rules, and they make bed. So many things they do it. But the problem with military people is that they are not tactful, they are not diplomatic. Sometimes they get cheated by others. So, and the way I got cheated by my relatives, so it happens. So we have to, of course, we learn lessons and move on. Let bygones be bygones. Keep moving. So now I'm enjoying the nature, and I'm coming. I think I'm left with only, I think, 10-15 minutes. I'll come back. And just some improvement. I have improved my mobility, and I started walking fast a little bit. The walking speed has gone up relatively better when I started walking. So every 2 hours I am doing physiotherapy exercises at home, especially by focusing on my back pain. So I have a severe back pain for 17 years, and now I can't straighten my back. So nothing can't be done. I have to. What can't be cured must be endured. That's my message. Let me repeat: what can't be cured must be endured. So I'm coming. So I'm doing physiotherapy exercises. Every 2 hours I'm doing physiotherapy exercises to improve my mobility, to overcome my back pain. And I was so passionate about writing that I didn't have a table to write, so I used to sit and I used to write. I was deeply involved into writing. And later on I came to that I had a problem with my back. Then I got X-ray done. Doctor advised go for walk. That's the best medicine. And already I told them that I am already going to gym. Gym is different. This you have to do. So I stopped doing heavy weights and other activities. I am doing cycling in the gym, some minor activities to overcome my back pain, and other activities I am doing. I have to continue in this manner so that I can live a few more years and add value and impact the people. So friends, I am coming back. 4 days back I went in the evening to. It was just drizzling. I thought it will end. When I moved ahead, it started heavily raining, and I was having severe back pain, and I was bending forward and walking, and I was not. It was like a catch-22 situation. Then braving my brain stroke, braving my back pain, and braving the heavy rain, I returned fully drenched. That day I will never forget. So when the going gets tough gets going. Someone said, okay, right? Great leaders are not born. I think they are made. They grow from challenges. They learn lessons, and they grow from. They have tenacity, resilience, and they grow from challenges, and that's how the leaders grow. You can't simply read books and become a leader. Books help you to equip you with some theoretical inputs, and you have to. Books are just like guides. Then practically you have to do it. You have to blend your theory, and also you have to blend your practical activities. That's how you can grow. So you have to blend both theory and practical to become a successful leader. So now I am exhausted. So let me check. So all of friends, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I am Professor msrao, signing off with gratitude. Jai Hind.